Hey everybody, welcome to the panel. Hey Riri, hey SH, Gemini, Lynn Smith, Skinny Queen, Desiree, Girl Connections, Stephen Harper, always a Chevy Silverado girl, Esther, Peppy Breath, Jen Puff, Misty Reacts, Darlene, Onbot, Mons, Orange Tabby, Colleen with a K, Karina, SH, Frank G, hello, sorry, not sorry. We also got Dana, hi there, Ellen Marie, Soleil, Rose, and everybody else in here. Ariel Aruda, it ain't that. Magulator, Dan, and Lisa B. Welcome to the panel. Join if you want to. We're going to talk about, I guess, the Montreal police paper, the pink one that was folded. Is Nader and Didi filing complaints against Foodie Beauty? Are they doing it in a way where multiple complaints might initiate an investigation? And if they're filing complaints, what proof do they actually have? Currently, Foodie Beauty is eaten. Well, that's what it says that she's doing. So she started a stream about 15 minutes ago, and she is streaming. But I decided to still go ahead with this Monty After Dark session because, I still want to keep on schedule for a lot of things. So what do you guys think? Hey, Randy G, Binky T, Buddy Ghoul, Okidal, Kem Hughes, Unbot, NDH, Hey Janine. Welcome everybody. Smash that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. So what do you all think about this entire situation? Is things progressing? Are there going to be charges brought soon, or is this just another one of the game playing that is typically being done between Nader and Foodie Beauty? The last time he played games like this, he caught a charge because it was February 24th that he said he was going to go to the police station the next day. Foodie Beauty beat him to it and filed complaints against him, which led to 5 charges being lodged. So it's not a game. Habitual Line Stepper says no one is filing charges. It ain't that says I think it's a gameplay. Steffi640 says, hey, low. Bot says no charges. The other thing I want to bring up was that Nader did a 22-minute stream. I forgot what it was called, so I'm gonna have to take a look at this. I see you, Skinny Queen, in the back. I'm gonna add you shortly. Guess where we are going. So where the hell was he going? It was 22. It was 22 minutes long, and I'm wondering where did this man go, or where was he actually going? Wow, he actually has a PO box. Lachine CP Gallery. No, wow, okay. Who the hell sending him stuff? Hey, Skinny Queen.
Hey there. I actually just checked out that live stream real quick. I sped it up to like the part where they were kind of talking, and I think they said they were going to get petties today.
Oh, okay. To get petties. Okay, that's what I failed to figure out. I thought he was gonna go talk to the cops again or something. All right, so there he's getting petties. That's cool.
I got a petty today. Hey.
Hey, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so it's nice. But anyways, yeah, I thought like, oh, are they gonna try to I don't think they have any grounds to really file anything on her because They both they all talk back and forth to each other, and it's all filmed and it's all on record. So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna
Yeah,
do?
yeah, true.
But I mean, I guess
Um,
if you go back and forth, it doesn't mean that the charges aren't chargeable. It just means they're going to offset each other. You know what I mean?
that's
Like,
true.
you can both be charged with assault if you're in a fight.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
exactly.
So, I don't know. They're just all nutballs, to be honest.
I mean, so yes, they can both be charged, but do they want to go forward with that and then have charges brought up on them because of that? I don't know. It's on what they want to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are we all congratulating the happy new couple?
Should we?
We
I
already knew. We've been we've been new, right? We've been new about all this.
I've got a theory. That was my segue. I have a theory. I don't know if anybody's thought about this, but what do you need when you go to jail? You need someone to put money on your books,
Uh-huh.
and you need conjugal visits.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
Dee Dee down, so he's got someone in case he goes to prison. And she has to be a long-term partner, so he needs to start that relationship now to be able to have her to come in.
Okay. All
That's my
right.
theory.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
They've been together, I feel like. I feel like they've been together. They're just now saying it out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
But he
All
put a
right.
date on it though.
Yeah.
He said the date out loud, so he's making a move. I reckon he's making a move.
Did you
Hey,
hear what
girl. What's up?
he was telling Nader the other night on stream? Yeah, I did tell her to get the money. I did tell him to get the money from her and take money if she was giving it to him.
All right, we got Carl connections there.
Hi,
How are you
girl.
doing?
Hi guys, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Better today, I could say.
Ah, I see.
But if you ask me, I think they if one is gonna file charges, then the other should, because both parties are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
True.
yeah, Chantel it's getting old with Chantel with this whole talking about Nader on every stream, and Nader and Dee Dee do things to make her mad and get her to continue to talk about them. I think it's just, they're both gaining views from this.
They are though. Yeah, she's getting views from the drama. Even more drama now that that recording has come out, and so is Netter. He's getting a ton of views. If you look at like his views now, they're booming. Like he
Right.
makes 15K views from yesterday's stream, the DD versus Foodie Beauty stream. Like that is a lot of views. That's a lot of money if he's fully optimized. So
You know, when you hear neighbors fighting, you don't shut the front door or go and be like, we need to give them privacy. You open your windows, you peek outside and try and hear what you can hear, because you want to know the goss, that we are the peeping neighbors. We want to know.
mm-hmm. Very true.
You're absolutely right. We do want to know.
How does it all end?
In jail. That's how it ends. Somebody's
It's
going to
somebody
jail.
going to jail.
I can pretty much guarantee it right now. Somebody is gonna do or say something, and they're gonna go to jail.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Foodie should get tired of talking about him. Jeez, they haven't been together in how long now? When is enough enough?
She's not over him yet. She's not over him yet.
No.
Yeah, but he don't want to deal with her. He don't want her. Why she just can't accept that?
She's
What
still
the person wants doesn't matter. She was in a relationship. He was not. In her mind, it's a relationship. It doesn't matter. The other person doesn't need to consent to it. If she's in a relationship, she's in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, remember, he's supposed to pretend love her, so it's okay.
Yeah. She future plans before they've even had a date. You know, like she was talking about these other guys. Monty even said it. She's future planning with this gentleman. Like, what if we got married? You haven't even met him yet. So imagine if you've been dating someone or sleeping with someone. She's like, she's got baby names picked out. She knows the house they're living in. She's picked out china patterns. She's doing it all in her mind. And it's hard to go when you've planned that already. The other person isn't necessary for Foodie.
That's absolutely crazy. Like she really needs some help to think to have this all thought out in her mind. Like, who has a relationship with someone just in their mind? That's not normal.
Stalkers.
Or unless you're like a 13-year-old girl.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you can work it all out when you're younger. You can
Yeah.
I'm going to wear this and he'll wear this and we'll go here and he'll say this. It's all fantasy. It's a fantasy world because she can't live in reality. It has to be fantasy because it all works out well in her fantasy world. Everything goes to plan.
Mm-hmm.
And that feeds into anxiety as well.
Yeah, it does.
Going to plan.
Yeah. The other thing, did you guys listen to that conversation? I need to listen to it again, what Dee Dee was saying, man. So what did you guys think Foodie Beauty was throwing up when Natty Daddy was licking the kitty? Was it because of the disgust or was it because she was just drunk?
Drunk?
I think it's because she slammed 5 glasses of wine.
Right.
And she probably had a really bad taste in her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, combo.
That's gross.
Wow.
You should go ahead and play it, Monty, and so we can all hear
Right?
it.
Like, man, like who hasn't seen that yet? I guess some people hasn't seen it yet because it's what, like been 12 hours now? 15 hours now since it got brought up and put out there into the ether of the Chantel verse. I guess some people haven't seen it.
There might be
Should we?
some, it's a Saturday and Foodie's not on. Yeah, and she's not on everybody's, top of the list right away, but
Yeah,
some
true.
people got things to do. It's the weekend. But
Yeah.
this is why they come here to catch up.
Of course.
Negligent obsessives may not have seen it yet.
Hey Gary.
All
Hey,
right. All
Hannibal.
right. Hey, Gary Hannibal, what's up? All right. So I guess I'll play it and then we'll all just view it together. So let me
Well, why
share my
don't you just
screen.
ask the audience? Put a 1 in the
Yeah.
chat if you want to see it. If you,
Hey,
No,
put a
we're
vomit,
not doing
a
the
vomit
Nader
face.
one in the chat.
Face if you want to hear it.
All
right.
right. How about I do my bad. I do the vote thing. So do you want to watch the D2 convo video?
Oh, we have a lot
Yes
of
or
one.
no?
We have a
Look at
lot
the
of
ones.
ones.
Look at the ones in the chat. That's
We have,
Hey, Hadas, what's up?
hey, Hada.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. How you
hi,
doing?
Hannah.
I'm good. Yeah, we can watch the GD video again. That's a very interesting video. And I think that Chantal threw up out of anger and jealousy, not and the alcohol. But I think it was jealousy.
Yeah.
All right. So we're
We
gonna watch
also
the
don't know
video.
what she ate before she got there, so
That's
you know.
They
true.
had a sub. Wasn't
yeah,
that
that's
they had
right.
eaten a sub, so
Mm.
it was
From
alcohol,
Mr.
5 glasses of wine, and a sandwich.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
All
She had
right,
a
we're gonna
couple
watch
of
it.
sandwiches that night.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Soggy taco.
All right, here we go. I'll mute myself and we'll watch the video. Let me make sure it's normal speed. Yep. Say your piece when it's rolling, and I will pause appropriately.
Back to Montreal if you want. I look at him, and he's like, like I don't mind, or whatever. What do you think, Didi? And I'm like, like, okay. Do you know that she went to the? Okay, I have to start from the beginning. She ended up going to the police station. She did that, right? She did that. She gave the statement and all that. Anyway, so she came. I had gone to Pennington's because it's this clothes store because I had to buy underwear for my mom or whatever. And when I came back, when he said like she's gonna come and she's gonna pick out the clothes she wants because I don't know it's too much and I don't know that, I said okay, whatever. I guess whatever. Okay, Nader is very like not the best thing to do, Nader, but okay, right? So I come back from the store and I see the car parked and she's already inside and she's sitting on the bed and I'm like, okay, hey, and Nader was like in his like lying down, stressed out, this and that, didn't know, and so I'm just trying. I don't like uncomfortableness. I'm like trying, I'm just talking, talking with her, and then I took out all the clothes. I showed her all the clothes. I went downstairs. There was a big pile of clothes downstairs too in the laundry. Brought
Who recorded this? Supposedly, allegedly, Jennifer Corvina.
that up, so we're to go through, and that's it. So she's like, "Oh, if you guys want, I can drive you back to Montreal if you don't mind. If you're okay with that, and we can maybe grab something to eat." And I look at Nader, and Nader's like, you know, okay, and I'm like, "Oh my god, okay," And so I pulled him aside. And I'm like, oh, "What the fuck are we?" He's like, "Well, why not? They will save money, and I need her to be on my side." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever. Okay, I mean, with Nader, you can't." So she drove us back to Montreal. And then she's super nice in the car, but she still thinks that me and Nat are just friends. We don't hook up. We're just not fucking and all this stuff.
See?
So
She
See,
was
we
the
know that's a
only
lie.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the only one who believed that. Like every single one of us here knew they were boning.
Of
Like there was
course.
no doubt. And still, like just till a couple weeks ago, Chantal was like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know.
I don't believe that she didn't know. I believe
She
she
just
knew
chose not
and
to.
she accepted it anyway.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Greeny Bluish. All right, let's continue.
She's like, "Oh, do you have anything good to eat in Montreal?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's a good sub place." So I'm in my head, she's like, "Drive us to Montreal, get us. Okay, you want to, come? We'll pick up something, come back here, eat, and you'll go home, and then that's it." Like, and she's supposed to go to Cuba and all that stuff, right? So in the car, he's like, we picked up. I know it was a good sub place, whatever. We picked up subs. I'm like, okay. And then right before we got to my house, he's like, "Oh, we need some wine." And I'm like, "Wine, okay, if you want, okay." So I paid for the subs and all that. I'm like, "Oh, Chantal, okay, it was nice of you to drive us, and I'll pay for the subs." And then he wanted wine, so I'm like, "Okay." And she's so fat, fuck, she's like 400 pounds, like literally, like she can't even. And I said, "Okay, I'll go to get out of the store. I go to the get wine, come back, go to the we come back here, we eat a bit, not much, because whatever." And then I'm like, "Do you guys want wine?" "Yes." "Okay." Start drinking. Chantal was like nonstop. Didn't even ask. We went into my fridge whenever she wanted. Kept pouring herself glasses of wine. I think in a half an hour she had like 5 glasses of wine, big glasses. So then she was drunk.
My bad, everybody. Here's the part that I don't like. Like, she literally said that she knew she was drunk. So if you knew she had 5 glasses of wine, knew she was drunk, then all that sexual stuff should never have happened.
Glasses.
I think all 3 of them were drunk and all 3 of them were doing drugs.
Yeah, I think there
I
was
agree.
more than alcohol.
Yeah,
involved
because the
in
way
this.
she says the smoke thing, like it wasn't smoke. Wait till she says it. It's
Yeah.
different. It's not like weed.
Yeah, for sure.
Glasses of wine, big glasses. So then she was drunk. Nader, because he always said, "Oh, one day, Chantal's gonna eat your pussy. Chantal's gonna eat your pussy one day. I swear to God, Chantal's gonna eat your pussy." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, So he pulls me aside and he's like, "Go take a shower and go put on something sexy." I'm like, "What are you doing? She's gonna eat your pussy." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, So I was drinking and we were smoking up. I was smoked up.
Smoking up.
Like, just to kind of like deal with the situation. I'm just trying to like, what the fuck is going on?
Smoking what?
That's what I'm saying. Like she says later in the conversation, she says they were smoking weed, but here she says we were smoking up. I was smoked up. It's different. Like she said, they were smoking something different. Is all I'm saying. Possibly, maybe my conspiracy, allegedly.
Has anybody heard anything coercive yet? I haven't.
I haven't either.
So I take a shower and then he's like, "Now put on something sexy, go in the bedroom, put a blindfold on." And so then she comes, she's drunk, tipsy, very tipsy, comes in the room. She starts eating me out. I fake but then he starts eating me out after her, and then she freaks out. She's freaked out because I guess she thought, because he was in his own state, right? He was in a state. So then she's freaked out. Then they're fighting with each other, and I'm trying to calm down the situation. I'm like, "Okay, calm down, guys. Let's just okay, you were all drunk. We're a bit high, da 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 da,
What does in a state mean?
And
Means he was in a trance. He was in the zone with the pussy eating. Why no? A guy hasn't gone in a trance, the zone when he's eating the kitty with you.
Yeah. But
the state that he was in a state, that to me just sounded really weird.
It does,
like a weird
but
thing
remember,
to say.
she's Quebecois, so
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
because that's weird to me.
Come on now, hot ass, don't ask.
Fight with Nader after he'd eaten DD out, but not before, to get out of the situation.
Right.
So that's a little iffy. She's willing to arc up when it's like, "No, I don't like that." But when it's the other way around, totally fine to please my man.
Yeah. All right, Greenie Belush, I see you. I'm going to add you again.
Yeah.
Can you speak, Greenie?
This is true.
All right, so let's continue. So when she says he's in a state, he's in a trance. He's in the zone. Like nothing else, no other inputs matter except for his tongue and his mouth on the cat. That's what it means.
Okay. So he was ignoring Chantal.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
that's
Yeah.
why she got so jealous and so upset and threw up.
Cause it's too hard to get to her puss. She got that big ass fupa in the way. I'm sorry.
But they could have done, okay. I'm just saying that if it was like a threesome, they could have done a threesome. Like it could have been different than this scenario. And it looks like at this point, his mind was, okay, me and Chantal are gonna service Dee Dee. That's what this is. It wasn't about Chantal really. It was
No, and that's
about,
what she was mad about.
yeah, that's why she was so jealous and so upset.
All right, I see you. All right, should we continue? All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
Guys, let's just like, okay, you were all drunk or a bit high, And I calmed down the situation, and the entire night, the whole night was just him trying to get us again to have like threesome and stuff. But she was pissed. She was pissed because she's like, fuck you, Dee Dee. I know you're fucking sleeping with her. I know you have, blah, 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 blah. And I'm saying, no, we haven't. We didn't. I'm just trying to, we're just in a scenario, whatever, trying to like fucking calm this down. All night long, he's trying to, and I had to see my mom today. Like I had to go see my mom today, and Nader was supposed to meet my mother and my brother today. It was planned. At 12 o'clock today, we were supposed to, she's 5 minutes away. We're going to walk there, and he's going to meet my mom, So the whole night, and then she threw up. She threw up after he saw him eating me out. She got sick and she started throwing up. So she threw up.
Wait a second. See, that is what is getting to me. The way how she said that. She said that Foodie saw Nader eating her out, and that then she threw up. It's like as if she's saying the sight of Nader eating Dee Dee's kitty is what made Chantal throw up. Let's hear this again.
The whole night, and then she threw up. She threw up after he saw him eating me out. She got sick and she started throwing up. So she threw up. But and then he's like, okay, and then she goes lie down in my bed, and then he's like, okay, go and eat her pussy. And I'm like, she's sick. She just threw up. Fuck, like what are you like? He's fucked up, and I'm like, are you no? Oh, she's playing a game. She's playing a game. Trust me, she wants this. She wants you. She wants you. And I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking crazy.
Okay, right there is that manipulation thing. That's a very SAE kind of thing to say. She wants it. She wants it. That's predatory.
Yeah.
Just saying, like
exactly.
And drunk as heck. Oh, he's disgusting.
He wanted it, and they both were like, okay, yes, daddy, whatever. Like, it's just so messed up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can I just say something?
So the entire night she's going from the bed, and
I think Greeny Blue.
Oh yeah, we're getting a little bit of feedback, but I think I fixed it. Greeny Bluish, you might wanna have to work on your I guess your connections.
Yeah, because it's very low.
Yeah,
she's low.
All right, let's continue.
Then she's like, then I'm in the couch and they're in the bed. Then I couldn't take it. And I hear them giggling and laughing, and then I hear him like. Then he's like, come back in the bed. So the three of us in the bed. Then he's like, trying like try to eat her out, like trying to eat her. I'm like, she's not feeling well. She keeps saying she's sick. But then she's giggling with him, and
if she's not feeling well, why would you eat out now feeling well, Foodie Beauty? I mean, there's a hygiene concern already with feeling well, Foodie Beauty.
The fact that she was puking, she probably peed herself.
Yes, exactly. Because remember all that stuff. Yeah, like the weight on your organs will let you tinkle a little bit.
A little bit. If I'm puking hard, I will straight up just
Yeah.
pee myself. That's big girls and a lot of
That's
women,
anybody.
unfortunately. All that the convulsing, it just squishes your bladder and just
Yeah.
all comes
Right.
out with no control.
Exactly.
Right. So
Let's
I'm
not
like,
forget
yo,
about her other, bodily function too. And
Right?
she's had that happen before too.
exactly. Just even laughing, she says she tinkles.
Oh,
No,
Sam.
I'm talking
Sam.
about the other one.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sam. Sam.
Even that as well. Yeah.
When she
Queenie?
coughs too hard, she'll poop herself. So
Yes,
puking, I would assume she would.
she has said that. Like, yeah, the giggling,
Hmm.
tinkling, and coughing can cause excretions from
Ugh.
their
Yeah.
toes.
Oh God.
Ugh.
Can I just say that I've had experience of what Chantel went through? This, I had a very abusive. I've been in a few very abusive relationships, and sex was better than being abused or hit. So I'm not excusing what Chantel is doing, or anything like that at all. I don't like the lady, but it just seems to be that it's very reminiscent of what I went through. So I have to sort of believe Chantel in a way. I know that's not a popular opinion,
But Chantel drove hours to go do that. And then she left, drove 2 hours to go back home, and then drove 2 more hours to go back again. So, I mean, yeah, you can say that this was all, part of the abuse or whatever, but she willingly did it, willingly came back to it. Like I understand the abuse part. Like I've been there, I've been through abuse too. But
Mhm.
there's a huge difference between what most women go through and this situation. And I feel like a lot of people keep putting their situation onto this situation because Foodie keeps trying to say how this relationship, how women always go back, blah, blah, blah. But the scenario, the situation is very, very different usually. So,
this
like,
Yeah.
happened.
I'm,
This
And
happened to
I even went through something, a couple of situations, and I did not live with the person, but the person didn't live too far from me and used to threaten me if I didn't,
I was
come
stuck.
around.
Uh,
And
I when this happened to me the first time, I was 15 years of age, and he took my virginity, and he used to stalk me. If I ever went out with my friends, he'd always turn up. He'd always be there. I couldn't escape from him, and even I've
yeah,
never, I've never had a great relationship with my mother, but she didn't help me there. She knew what was going on, and because he was a Jamaican guy, doesn't mean a thing, and
hmm
but he was very persistent. He was incredibly persistent.
yeah.
He just would not leave me alone. And
One, go
so
ahead. I'm sorry.
it was very, very frightening. Um, you know, sorry, it wasn't the only bad relationship I had, and I had family members telling me that um I attracted violent men. How do you know a man is violent until you get into a relationship with him? Because they're always nice and nicey at the beginning.
Yeah, and you don't
Yeah,
really know right away. And I think a lot of times we ignore some red flags at first,
yeah,
especially
definitely.
when
and
we're
love
younger.
bombing, a
Mhm.
lot of them will love bomb at the very beginning, and then they start it's a grooming process to the abuse, and then they love bomb in between the abuses, and it becomes this whole mental thing, which is why I feel that Chantal felt like he really did love her because he would love bomb between the abuse.
Yeah,
And so instead of seeing the reality of the situation, that he was abusive, then she would just say, oh, well, he loves me, and forget the abuse part. She chose to.
I think it's also her age. I can't believe that somebody her age is so naive. As well.
I
She's
think it has more to do with the desperation.
She's
I
not naive.
also
Like,
Not naive. She's not naive. She's
yeah, it's not
literally-
naive.
she wants her prince, and she thought she'd found her prince, and her prince turned out to be a monster. He is a monster. We've all got eyes. We can see exactly what.
But he was
type
a monster from the start. He
yeah,
never
very first day. There was never a day in their relationship. There was no there in the beginning, like I said, in most abusive type relationships, it starts out in the beginning as all good, all good, all good.
Oh
right?
yeah.
But their relationship didn't even start out all good. Like
No,
she
this
was
crap
she was
from
having
the start.
problems with him from the very first date.
Day
So
one.
yeah, the whole situation was bad from the beginning, but because she was so needing of someone in her life, she needed a man to make her feel like she was wanted or whatever, to show that she was super cool online.
Yeah,
You know?
I think a lot of it had to
And
do with her channel too.
yeah,
I think that she needed content, and she's like, oh, this guy, we were up all night, we were doing drugs, he was telling me all his stories, and he's so interesting, he's been here, there, and everywhere. I could just, I need to get with this guy because that'll be good for my channel.
yeah, like, and then when Dee Dee came into the picture, it was like, oh no, I have to win. And even to today, she still feels like it's this competition between her and Dee Dee, where it should never have been a competition. A new woman comes into your man's life, you walk away. Like, it's super simple, right? Your man moves in with another woman, you walk away. It's not a competition. It is what it is. You walk away. You don't sit there and fight for this man who isn't worth fighting for and literally never was.
In reality, she doesn't live in reality. Chantal does not live in reality. She lives in a fantasy. So even at the beginning, even though she knew flags were happening, I don't think she's smart enough. I don't think she's clever enough to know what's right and what's wrong. I really don't. And I think she's incredibly naive for her age. Is just bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre, and it shows her bringing up as well, her upbringing. Sorry, that men.
And I never questioned the fact that she went through stuff with him.
Right. Like, I'm sure that it was pretty crappy a lot.
But the only thing that I questioned was, because she changed her story so many times, I question what was real and what wasn't. I absolutely believe she went through things with him, and I absolutely believe he's abusive.
Yes.
But it's just that, but see, it's like, and she still even now, she's online, like, talking about him nonstop.
There has not been a day.
In my opinion, if I was scared of a man and terrified, then I wouldn't go online just talking all kinds of smack about him. That's just me, though. I wouldn't do it.
I would be the same. I mean, my ex-husband, he actually wanted to find this guy, and he went online and he found his Facebook stuff, and it's all hunky-dory and it looks like lovely, and he went to me, he looks like a really nice guy, and I just thought, but that's what they look like. What does an abuser look like? What does an abuser look like? It's I don't know. It's other people's perception. I knew Nader was abusive and violent because he actually looks and acts like my dad used to act. and it's very triggering for me. You know, the loud voice. I can't stand people who raise their voice. And it's because it scares me. It frightens the life out of me.
But she liked the Dom thing. You know, that's what, in her mind, him being abusive was him being dominant.
Yeah.
You know, that was part of his kink. And she was allowing his kink. And it wasn't until later that she started to get really upset about it. But only when it serves her. Again, we cannot forget that literally 2 weeks ago, she was trying to lure him away from Dee Dee to come to the fancy hotel. We can't forget that. All these stories mean nothing when you take into account the fact that she still, to this day, you know, would get right back with him if he said, "Come and get me."
Yes, and he actually denied her that 2 weeks ago. She was like literally begging and bribing him to come.
She liked the control because she felt like, and some women do, they feel like the abuse means that they love you, you know?
It's so intense. They can't live without you, and they're fighting so hard to keep
right there.
Emotional.
I felt in relationships that if he didn't hit me, if he didn't tell me what to do, where to go, who to speak to, follow me, take me to wherever I needed to go, I just thought that was, that's really cute. He really loves me. But it wasn't like that at all. It was just all control. And then until I met my ex-husband, I thought he was so different. He never ever questioned what I wore, and never ever questioned who I was speaking to or who my friends were or where I was going, you know. And it was like a brand new start for me. And that's why I don't understand Chantel at her age. She's been in 2 very good relationships, and she's sort of gone back. She's always been a child.
Like Ree just said, she was looking for her 50 Shades fantasy. Like, really, that's what she wanted. She wanted to be controlled. She wanted to be submissive. She wanted that. Not saying she wanted to be abused. I'm saying she wanted someone to be in control. She wanted that feeling of being submissive.
Yeah, maybe she was fed up of being in control, but she was in control because she was controlling the situation and the money and the drugs. I mean, the drugs were the biggest thing because she could afford them, you know. And
but
he was obviously telling them.
Chantal's very impressionable. Like we actually see it physically happening to her, and a thought and idea sticks. Like a week ago, she had chocolate muffins from Costco. Now she's continuously seeking out muffin type foods. It's part of her behavior. It's also part of her behaviors. She is so quickly impressed upon. That's why it took about 3 weeks for her to go, I think I love him. After he'd been treating her badly and never treating her well in those 3 weeks. She's not naive, she's not stupid. She's very impressionable. And it's got to do with her mental health and her addictions and her binge eating, and all her comorbidities are folding in and are messing up her life. She needs professional help to unravel her brain.
That's why I don't
most definitely.
Nothing else gets help with her mind. Nothing.
I don't believe she's had professional help in her life. Because
no, she's had help, she just doesn't take it.
Most of my life, I've had to be in therapy most of my life because of what happened to me. And what happened to me, I won't go into what happened to me in childhood, but it's all combined. It's all combined. And I don't know what I would have done without therapy. No idea. And medication. And she doesn't do either. She takes a medication whenever she feels like it, and that's not how you take medication.
And it might not even be the right medication for the right
reasons. Because I've been on them all.
Something else.
It is. You are a guinea pig. You are a guinea pig when you get mental health issues, and they don't get into your system until a month.
There's room, Erie. You can come on. There's, like I said, there's 10 spots on here. You can come up.
All right.
Oh, shut up.
Let's also continue with the audio. We can go over it. All right. So she's continuing from the throw up. So Foodie Beauty just threw up. They were fighting. They've been moving from couch to bed, each one of them.
But then she's giggling with him, and
Yeah.
Oh, cuddling as well.
so
Cuddling and cuddling.
then the morning comes, like not sleeping, just back and forth, like stupidity. And I'm like, so then 10 o'clock comes around, and I'm like, okay,
This is the part that is striking but important. She said that 10 o'clock comes around. So they were doing
They've
this
been
all
up
night.
all night. That's
All
why I
night,
said they
yeah.
weren't smoking weed that night. I guarantee you they were not smoking weed that night. And the way, okay, keep going. Sorry.
so the entire night. Then the morning comes, like not sleeping, just back and forth, like stupidity. And I'm like, so then 10 o'clock comes around, and I'm like, okay, Nader, we have to get ready. We're gonna have to go see my mom. Are you crazy? I can't go in this state and this.
This
and she doesn't
state.
want to leave. She's like, why?
Yeah, the state, as in he's
Mhm.
messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm just saying he wasn't just stoned.
right.
And they only had a couple bottles of wine. So,
Right.
That's okay. Keep going.
And Chantal didn't want to leave. She's like, well, I want to leave, and I want to go. I should go home, but I'll come back. I'm just gonna go check on my cats and have a couple hours sleep, but I'll come back, Nader. Don't worry. Like, she thinks, like, because all this happened, they're back together again.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Can I point out that Chantel literally drove an hour and a half to 2 hours to sleep and an hour and a half to 2 hours back? Like, why would you do that? You could stay on the couch, or is he just going to be bothering her all day? I think she wouldn't be able to have any peaceful rest if she stayed there.
Right. Because he was still up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody that's around him has peace.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible.
No, he's not a peaceful person. He's not someone you would feel safe or relaxed around. You'd be on guard. And I couldn't live like that. I could not be in that perpetual state of, is flinching, or his voice getting loud, or his arms waving around, or him watching. I couldn't be around him. I couldn't.
He's always on. He's always on. He's never off.
No.
He's just perpetually angry. He's just an angry man, individual. Anger management. This is the second time he's had anger management, and it's not bloody working. Doesn't work because he's not receptive. He's not receptive. His way, no way.
This was the night before she went to Cuba. No, from my understanding, she later says that it was the day before her birthday. So her birthday was the 28th, right?
Yeah.
March.
Yeah, March 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Didi says something along the lines of your birthday is tomorrow. So this means that it was the 27th, which was the Sunday. So that means she probably came over the 26th to Saturday, and they did stuff all night into Sunday morning, and then Didi had to go see her mom. But let's continue.
Didn't Chantal go to Cuba then the next morning, or?
Yeah, and she was really messed up, tired, and everything. And she finally got her channel back that 28th, March 28th, 5 minutes before midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So Monty, I have a question.
Yeah.
So them sleeping together, was that her birthday gift?
I have no idea.
I just want to know.
It probably was. And she had to.
Who's the gift?
What a birthday gift. Debbie's lips on your face.
No. Ugh.
hold on, I'm not even done. So then I'm mad. I'm fucking pissed because I'm like, I have an attitude too. Like when I'm like, so he's like, I can't go to see your mom, Debbie. I can't, And then he's kind of cuddling with Chantal while I'm getting ready to go see my mom in the bed. So I go up to him and I'm like, listen, if you disrespect my mom, that's not it doesn't work for me. If she's waiting, my brother's coming there too because he wants to meet you. Like my mother's waiting, she wants to meet you. It's been planned all week. No, I can't. Don't do this. I love you, Debbie. I love you, and come give me a kiss, give me a kiss, give me a hug. I do respect you. I know. I said, if you choose, you think I'm gonna go see my mother, and I know you're gonna be here alone with Chantal. You're gonna fuck her brains out while I'm at my mother's when you're supposed to be there.
He did.
So, anyway, he didn't say. He's like, oh, don't do that. It's okay. Don't. I got ready. I had to go. My mom's waiting for me. Like, I'm not gonna I have to. So I go to my mom's. Then I get all these messages from Chantal, voice messages. Oh, I'm sorry what happened last night. She was driving all the way on her way home already. I was at my mom's for like 2 hours. And she's like, I'm on my way home telling him he's a fucking asshole. Da, 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 da. I know you guys were fucking. I know what happened yesterday. It's going to be a secret between us. And thank you for everything you did. But he's a fucking ass. And when you left, he called you a fucking bitch anyway. I just want you to know that. Da, 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 da. And tell Nader to listen to all the messages that I sent him, So I'm at my mom's. I'm like, okay. I come home. She's gone. Obviously, he's sleeping. Then he's like, obviously, come here. And I'm like, I'm cleaning the house. The house was a mess because, like, wine, glasses, this, that. I'm like, I clean my house. I can't leave it like that. Come in the bed. I'm like, no, I want to clean my house. Fuck, this is a fucking mess. And then he goes, oh, because of me, eh? And he starts, I'm like, okay. Then he gets mad at me. Then he makes up with me, He's like, are we gonna sign a contract? And you're my bitch, and you're my head, and you're my number one. Like, not number one, like, whatever. He didn't say that, but he's like, and
So these contracts are like the master slave, dumb submissive contracts that we've talked about, kind of ad nauseum. He's the type of guy that I know that has these contracts probably printed out in his like sex backpack, because he does have a sex backpack, and brings it around when wanting unsuspecting people to think that he's a dom when he's really not, and have them sign this contract as if they're signing their life away.
He's like, don't ever do that again, and don't talk like that again. And I'm like, well, she sent me messages. Here's what she said. And then I said, apparently she sent you a bunch of messages. She sent him like 12 messages, voice messages. You fucking asshole. I know that you were with the Didi. I can see you ate her out, and I can tell you're naked in front of her, and she's naked in front of you. You've obviously been fucking, and you're not telling me. Like, she's pissed. And she did say yesterday that she was going to rent a hotel room in Montreal for tonight and tomorrow. She said that. She said that yesterday. She wasn't sure she was going to Cuba. She's not sure. Anyway, so that's it. So when I got home, and then we listened to the messages that she sent him, and she's cursing him out, but in a way where you can tell she's cursing him out, but still loves him and still wants to. You're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole. I know you're. And I was ready to come. I swear this weekend I was going to tell you when I'm going to find an apartment with you and this and that, and So we listened to it, and then he's like, come here, and then hug me, and then he goes, and of course we fuck, and you're, we're going to sign a contract together. You know that. And then don't.
All right. So there you have it. They did have sex, even though they midnight for a while. There you have it. Proof that from months ago, Jennifer K knew that what was going on.
You know that. And do that again. And I'm your dom. You know that. And then that don't just, because I was mad. I'm like, you're disrespecting my mother. And then he's like, how dare you say that I'm disrespecting her? I respect her. And I'm like, my mother, actually, when I went there, I pretended that Nader his mother wasn't feeling well, and he's not in the mood, and he wants to meet you for the first time. He doesn't want it to be like this state, So I lied to my mother, and then my mother's like, can I make him a little video? So my mother fucking, says like, hi Nader, I'm sorry I didn't meet you. I'm really sorry about your mom. I had to lie, and I'm like fucking almost bawling the fact that I had to lie, and she like wants to make a little video for him to say like, don't worry, and I hope to meet you soon. And
this is sad, because does her mom even know that the dude has an SA charge on him right now? Does her mom know what was really going on that purple mattress? Does her mom know what kind of guy he truly is? Very, very sad situation.
They use family members as a form of manipulation as well, too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Doesn't Dee Dee actually realise how ridiculous she sounds and what's really going on? She sounds not bothered, doesn't she? Do you think?
Oh,
She
the
say,
da-da-da-da-das, whatever. It's like, no.
yeah,
You just
I liked my mum. I felt bad. I mean, I think Dee Dee's a sodden idiot as well. She'd say Chantel's
yes,
a
she
stupid
is.
idiot.
She's an idiot.
My goodness. Hey, oh, hello, by the way. Sorry.
Hey, Natural Ginger.
Hey, Ginger.
Ginger.
No, 100% agree. It's the fillers that they use in their language. I noticed this with Chantel. Whenever she gets caught in a thought where she realizes it sounds ridiculous, she says, whatever, or I don't know. Dee Dee fills it in with da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That was clearly something abusive or wrong or coercive or manipulative, but she brushes it off with, and, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, all guys are like that. No, not all guys are like that. Men
No,
don't speak.
they're really not.
Ask women those things. This is not a normal dynamic between people that are affectionate towards each other. It's not da 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 da. It's abusive.
I know. And she says, and Don, he was saying that I'm your dom and blah, 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 like she says, or da, da, da. And so obviously she sort of likes this, but has she been in situations before where she's been told that they're a dom, but they've just been abusive and she's totally got the wrong idea of what a dom is? That's what I think's going on with Dee Dee.
I think both of them. They have no idea how they're supposed to be treated as a sub. It's definitely not like this.
This is not it.
Yeah.
This is not it. No, this is not it. No, no.
See, Rose is here. Rose could explain what a contract means.
Yeah.
Well, we know what a contract means.
Yeah.
We know what one of those is. About when it comes to dom and sub. They obviously don't. I think we've got a really good idea of what it is.
He's missing the aftercare aspect of what a dom is. It's making sure that your sub is okay, that you're not pushing the boundaries. It's making them feel good afterwards to incentivize the behavior. But it's always also about making sure that they are in a good mental state to continue the relationship, not just to have those sexual moments, because it's not even about the sex. It's about the dynamic. It's about the healthy dynamic. There's no aftercare, Nader. He's a bullcrap dom. He's not a dom. He's an abusive
This is you're totally right. I 100% agree with you. So what we're looking at the perfect storm of delusion here, because Nader is totally delusional. He thinks he's a dom. He's not. He thinks he's a chef. He's not.
No.
He thinks he's a real man. He's not.
No.
He thinks he has power and over people, and he doesn't. The list goes on.
He has a little power over Chantel.
So how the hell have these three delusional people got together? I mean, they say misery loves company, but this is remarkable.
He picks women that feel as though they have no actual power. Everyone's got power, but he deliberately, like Chantal, he profiles those women with those behaviors, with the language, with the reactions, the responses, that so that he can step in and go, she doesn't have this boundary, I can push that. I know how to tweak this. So every line that he crosses, he goes, that's one more line I can cross. Here's another line I can cross, because they tolerate it. And then they're in the point where he's hitting them in the face, and he'll throw that because, but I've done that before, or you've crossed this line. And they're like, well, hang on, how did I get here? How did I get to this place? It's because he pushes and pushes. And a woman like, say, me or Buddha Bitch or Natural, any of the women on the panel, we'd be like, whoa, at that very first line. That's where we would walk away. She's let him cross all of the lines. So has Dee Dee. Or Dee Dee just allows him to until it's like, no.
Oh, yeah.
He's made the rules, hasn't he? He's made the rules.
Yeah.
And he's expected them to play by his rules. I don't think he's told them the rules, but he's expecting them, because that's what he sees as being a dom. I've got a list of rules that you've got to adhere to, but I'm not going to tell you what they are because I'm dominant and you're submissive. So you just got to fly by the seat of your pants. Anyway, I hate all this talk about dom and sub with them, because it's not. It's just absolute shitty behavior. with people, and
It's like the worst possible
relationship.
example of a
It is,
dom
isn't it?
sub
Yeah.
relationship.
It's nothing like like.
No.
Anyway, is there more of this, Monty? More of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll continue.
Yes, please.
Anyway, so that's it. So I come home and that's it. So we fucked twice.
Oh God.
Then Chantal writes a message like, I know you still have stuff in my car, because she left, I guess, abruptly, and we still had a suitcase left in the car because you didn't bring everything in last night. So she's like, I can come tonight on my way to Ricardo's, Jose, whatever, this fucking guy on OnlyFans is apparently want to fuck her or something like that.
And that is why she was gonna go to Montreal, making up this something. Remember that guy? Yeah.
But she's always made him up. Like he doesn't exist at all.
Exactly.
Right.
So she was lying to them, pretending that there was a man. But
Yeah,
there wasn't.
yeah,
It was just
yeah.
an excuse for her to come back for more
Yes.
fuckery. Wow.
Yeah, Ricardo, okay, Jose from The Office. Remember when she was doing the whole Office bullshit?
Oh my goodness.
As apparently want to fuck her or something like that. I'm going to see him to fuck him. So if you want me to drop off the stuff, yeah, I can do it. And I'm like, what do you want me to say? And he's like, tell her yes. Tell her sure, come, because he wanted the stuff. That's what I'm thinking in my head, right?
If you haven't put two and two together, so remember that they were at the trap, and you remember when we said that Chantal was probably gonna move his stuff? Well, she did, and she was moving some of his stuff, like the suitcase that he left in her car. I remember she also paid movers allegedly, supposedly, for the rest of his stuff, and paid. Did she pay cash plus the TV, or was it only the TV for like?
The story has changed so many times.
Yeah.
She said she just gave the TV, and then she said she paid money, and then I think it's all bullshit.
She gave both.
Yeah.
Cash and the TV.
Yeah, we'll just say the cash, which was, I think she said $250 plus the TV to the movers for his stuff. Okay, let's just continue with that. Let's go.
Like he just wants the stuff. So she messages at 8:00. So she's like, okay, I'm leaving in an hour, and he can come outside and pick up the stuff, and I'm done forever. That's what she wrote. Pick up the thing, and I'm done forever. So we're lying on my couch, we're cuddling, we're watching a bit of TV, whatever, and then ding, she's here. So
ding,
it's on his jacket and stuff, and I'm like, okay, just get the stuff, come back. And I had to go to the bathroom because me, when I'm nervous, just the fact that she was here again made me nervous. I have diarrhea. That's me, you know. So I'm in the bathroom. And then
do we know who she's speaking to?
Yeah, Jennifer K. Corvina.
Oh, Jennifer Corvina. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. All right, we'll continue.
Made me nervous. I have diarrhea. That's me, you know. So I'm in the bathroom, and then the doorbell rings. I'm thinking he's coming in just with a suitcase. No, she's back. She brings her in again. I'm like, and she's like, I know, Amy, you're probably the last person you want to see right now. She's fucking mentally fucked up, right? I know you're probably the last person I want to see. You want to see right now. Blah, blah, blah. But you know, when I'm fucking crazy, when I'm mad, I say stupid things, and and I'm like, okay. She sits there. She sits on my couch. She's smoking a joint. Nader smokes a joint. I didn't take any. I didn't want. Like, no, you know.
Carly's like, I think it was Pretty Genius. Either one of the two. Either it was Jennifer K or Pretty Genius. I gotta get the story straight because I'm just hearing this word of mouth.
Yeah. And she's like, okay, well, I'm renting a hotel room. I gotta go. It's like 11 o'clock now, and I gotta go. I have to rent a hotel room. I'm like, whoa, which hotel? Oh, it's downtown. It's called Montville in Montreal. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that one.
Oh, okay. So this is where I got confused. I thought they had already gone to Montville, but she was going to rent the Hotel Montville to hook up with Ricardo, aka Jose. But they did go to Montville later on, where they did the whole seafood, the octopus thing. But she swapped out his meal, and he got mad and pacing, and assaulted her.
She claimed he slapped her.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's called Montville in Montreal. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that one. And she's like, yeah, it's my birthday tomorrow because tomorrow's her birthday. Now is her birthday, I guess, Monday.
All right, we got the timeline.
Okay, you know, well, happy birthday. We're watching the end of the Oscars because the Oscars are on. And then she's like, so I gotta go because I gotta go rent a hotel room, right? So Nader, what are you doing? Do you want me to pick it up? You want to get the suitcase now, or do you want? Because he left the suitcase and just brought her in. Oh, that might if it's him. I gotta call you back.
All right, and that is it. We're gonna wait for part 3 of the release.
Dee Dee,
Sam's bar is
if you know
awesome.
that Chantal is crazy, why are you having crazy in your house? Why?
I agree.
I think she
in her
wanted
house
her money
already.
as well.
But,
I think that she was part of the grift.
Is it because Nader wants her in the house? So she's
Yes.
having crazy. She's already got crazy with Nader, and then she gets double crazy. So they've got treble crazy in the house. What? And they're all taking Koki and ring a ding ding, and they're all rootin' tootin', highfalutin, whatever they're doing. And they've all got. This is great. This is fantastic. Where's my popcorn?
Exactly. This is unbelievable, like a movie.
It's ridiculous.
We are in a real life Netflix documentary, is what we are in.
Not nearly 50 years of age stuff. This is teenager stuff. This is what teenagers do. And it's bizarre. It's completely bizarre because Nader loves chaos. He clearly loves chaos.
He's an agent of chaos, isn't he? Definitely. And so Chantal. And it looks like Dee Dee's flipping not far of the mark either, to tell you the truth.
I think Dee Dee's a bit of a loose cannon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. It's bizarre.
They all have a few screws loose.
Yes.
This geez.
Natural Ginger, I love your giggle. It literally gives me tingles. Your little squeaky giggle. It's adorable. It's the cutest thing.
I can't. It's just unbelievable. I'm just sometimes. I said I was hard to shock. I don't think I'm actually shocked. I'm going to take that back. I don't know what. I am amused. I am amused.
Do we think we're surprised by this behaviour?
Am I surprised by it? These people, no, but with people in general, yes. But when you see this like triumvirate of crackerjacks come together and take loads of drugs and be high as kites and all this crazy stuff going on the head, plus they're all getting inside one another and licking this and poking that and puking on this and smoking this and drinking that. It's a perfect scenario for chaos. So
Don't forget the STDs. They love them. They love these STDs. These urinary tract infections.
I just want to comment on what Rose just said in chat, that she's wearing her heart necklace today. So even though she's on talking smack, she's still showing her devotion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, take everything she says with a grain of salt. Trust. Like,
She's not
even though
bothered.
some of this stuff has been true, that's what Chantal does. It's throwing in sprinklings of truth and creating all kinds of other stuff around it.
Yeah, I thought wearing that necklace might have been like a message to him, like, I'm still here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's hit her little subtle, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. No matter what I say, I'm still here.
Yeah, he's not. I agree with you there, Biznatch. But I think he'll look at it and go, "Oh, big deal." And she's thinking it means this great thing, and it really doesn't. But the delusion is, crazy. And I don't know who it was on panel before. I was hearing somebody say, that it's difficult to imagine why she believed this and why she believed that. But it's because she has. I think it's because she has dysfunction in every relationship with everything and everybody in her life. With food, with drugs, with money, with herself, with her cat, with her family, with her friends, with authority. with the medical profession. She has not got one healthy relationship in her life. So this is
that she's got social skills and she has none.
She has none at all. She really hasn't. She can't go out in public. She can't do anything. Be with normal people. She sits there just reading and ticking and giving it rat face and stuff, or running off or getting too hot and having to go and get in the car and fuck off again.
I'd be scared. I'd be very scared of Chantal. I've never met her.
Yeah, but you can't judge yourself. You don't put yourself anywhere near. Don't judge yourself and think to yourself, well, if I was in that situation, I'd do that. Or why is Chantal doing that? That's the last thing in the world that I'd be doing in that situation. She's a different species, I'm sure of it, when it comes to reasoning and looking after herself, looking out for herself. She can't do it.
That's a good question. Who gave her that necklace?
It's her
grandma.
Okay.
But it was a stand-in for the original heart necklace, which was to mean a lot in terms of Nader.
Which she ripped off her neck.
Yeah, she ripped it off.
Yeah, the heart necklace was like Rose said, the day collar.
Yeah.
It's the socially acceptable collar.
It was like the Gatineau glitter on her eyes.
Exactly.
Wasn't it as well? It was
the glitter was for him. Every time she was going to go see him, she'd put on the glitter.
Yeah.
Monty, was it you who said about the collars or the colours of a necklace that they represent something?
No, the heart shape.
The heart shape. Does it represent something to do
with him, with
didn't
Nader?
wear a coloured necklace. That was just a tide mark around her neck.
Yeah, but sometimes it does represent something where, like, a regular collar would look like a collar with like a padlock or some sort of link, so that the heart would really be a placeholder for a padlock if it's a day collar.
I see. Yeah. So that's like a calling card type of thing. Yeah.
No, it's like an engagement ring.
Relationship.
Yeah, think of it as an engagement ring.
One person or multiple people.
Yeah. Like it's a sign to your, like she would be the submissive. So that's her submissive collar and he's her dom. So her wearing her collar is showing her devotion to her dom.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. By the way, she is live, but we're paused right now. I don't know for how long. But she's bore fest at the moment. I can't.
Is she drunk?
Well, it's called eating sausage pasta for endorphins, but she was really okay. So it ended. It just ended. Wow. It was only 34 minutes long.
Us. No, anyway.
Well, she probably is watching.
Pasta for endorphins.
Yeah.
That's the shortest video she's ever done.
She's going to be eating for the next 48 hours. I can guarantee you. If we see her, she'll be eating.
Good.
Every time I've heard her speak, she goes, "Oh, I'm very hungry. What am I going to have? What am I going to have? I'm very hungry." What?
Are you taking off, Greenie Bluish?
Physically, she's full, but mentally, she is hungry because she's needing something. She's needing comfort. She's needing a sugar rush. She's needing something to pacify her. And food is her first go-to. She could be on everything else, but she'll still always travel back to food. Always.
She's an empty vessel, isn't she, Cookie?
She needs dopamine.
An empty vessel, and she needs to fill it with something. And she's never going to fill that hole, whether it's with drugs or food, men, money.
Not this kind of man anyway. This kind of man is never going to fill her up. Nader is not the kind of person to give to you to help fill you up or give you that relationship fullness of being comforted and supported. He's never going to be that man for anybody. He's a taker. He's not a giver. He takes and takes and takes and takes until you're dry, until you're done.
No, he's never going to be able to do that. And when she did have a man that did that, Pete, BB,
she doesn't like passive men.
Yeah,
she's always dated. Yeah, she cheats on him. Yeah. She has never liked the kind of men that she has dated. That's why, you know, when she met Nader, it was like, oh, he's the bad boy. You know, I get to be the submissive and I get to whatever. And she hated it, but she still did it. You know, it's just, she needs mental health.
Yeah,
Because
she's not in a relationship, not even in a hookup scenario, because she can't do hookups, can she? She gets over involved.
No, she gets so involved with every one of them. Like it's just too
even
much.
if it's just for 24 hours, she'll go on about them, and then she'll do them give them a really hard turn, like say they've got a cheesy dick or a small dick or a big dick, or they just want money. She can never just let it go nicely, as in, oh, it didn't work out. Or just not set,
or it was just a one night stand. It was fun. Move on. Like, why is that so hard for her to grasp?
Because she
like
needs
it's totally okay.
and years of intensive therapy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. She just, before she dates again, she really just needs to take a minute, go see a shrink, talk about it a little bit before trying again. Like, I can't stress that enough. It's, you know, but she's going to do what she wants to do. Okay, so Mama Scrunch wants to know if the sub would only serve that master. That depends on their agreement, because, you know, in the BDSM world, there is a lot of poly involved as well.
Yeah, like swapping, and in fact, there could actually be houses. There are houses as well, like covens,
so it's
families, houses, whatever they want to call them, where there's multiple masters or doms or daddies. And they have multitude of subs working under them, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, like it can be a real community. Like
it is.
What's the website? My brain is spazzing right now. The
website for what?
For the BDSM stuff.
FetLife, and there's
FetLife.
also,
thank you.
Color Me.
FetLife. Everyone who's in the life is on FetLife.
She's not even looked at that. She's not even engaged.
Your mic is killing me, girl. Do you have a headset?
Hang on. Wait.
Yeah, it's kind of muffled.
I'm so sorry. Right, I'm right near the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, FetLife. Like, everybody who's in the lifestyle most likely has a FetLife. Like, they're all connected. It's a community. They have parties. They have barbecues. Like, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, wow.
It's actually a really cool community. But you know, these three are the ones that are out here showing what the BDSM lifestyle is like. And it's like, if there could be any worse representation, like, they are literally the worst BDSM representation I've ever seen in the public like this. It's horrible.
Isn't it usually like verbal, like word of mouth, like recommendations, like it's vetted? You don't, not anyone is let in.
Not necessarily. People should vet, but there are many instances where somebody's new and they don't know that not everybody should is up to doing the right thing or really part of the community. And there's some guys under the guys like Nader that acting as if they're a dom when they really aren't.
No, but it's very, I suppose it becomes very apparent very early that he has no clue what he's
only
doing.
If you have the experience. So that's the catch-22, because for you to gain the experience, you most likely have to go through these shitty guys or girls, or, you know, to gain the experience. Then you know better. So for you to know better at the start is very, very rare, and that's why a lot of predatory guys really like the new people, because they just don't know any better.
Yeah,
true. And also, I forgot what I was going to say now. That was it. Yeah, some people, a lot of dom and sub relationships aren't even in a scene. It's just a private thing. Every relationship is different. It's like any relationship. It's different. Same sort of themes, but different. Everybody deals with it differently.
And there's lots of etiquette. Like, you should not be interrupting anybody's scene or ritual. Like, You don't do that. It's insulting. And then even there's hard and soft swap rules. Like, you have to ask, you know, another guy if you really want to have interest in somebody else. There's just like a lot of rules that you just know if you are part of the community.
Nader thinks he's a dom because he's got away with treating people badly.
No, he shuts people down. He thinks he's a big guy, and he's not. He isn't. When he
Yeah,
shows
because
his
that's where the
muscles,
delusion comes in. That's because
when he
he's
shows his
malignant
muscles,
narcissist, I
all
would
I'm saying,
say, and just horrible. And I don't even think he likes women.
he doesn't like women. Believe you me, that man hates women.
Like,
That's
I
why
don't-
he can
yeah,
treat
there's
them
nothing
any
he.
way he
It's a,
wants.
but he
He
uses
uses
everybody, doesn't he?
everybody.
He uses everybody.
He
Like,
uses
even he
everybody.
uses his mum, doesn't he? He even uses his mum
Well, where's he got that from? He's got that from being a child. He did magic tricks on the street.
because
You
he's
know,
a
he's
narcissist.
he's a scam artist. That's all he knows.
Green Bullish, what kind of system are you currently on?
I'm on.
It's killing me.
Is
It
it an
hurts my
iPad?
ears.
Okay, I'll say goodbye then. I'm on.
No, just you need a headset or something because it keeps squealing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, okay. I'll come back another day. I'll come back another time.
Oh,
Okay, if you're on an iPad or Apple product and you updated it, the update could have corrupted your mic, but typically we have
Yes.
more of like a crackling sound, not like the high pitch buzzing. So I don't know what you have, but maybe try another system to speak on it the next time you want to come up.
What I'll do if I come on next time, I'll use I've not got headset on, you see. That's probably why.
Yeah, because then
Yeah.
you're hearing us speak while putting sounds into your phone, so it's interfering and giving the squeak. Because
Yeah.
what StreamYard is trying to do is differentiate between what you're hearing versus what you're saying and giving that pitch. So you need to have headsets on if you want to come up.
Etc. I'll remember that for next time. Right,
Okay.
I'll say good night to everybody. Good night.
All right.
Good
Good night,
night.
Greeny Bluish.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Yeah,
Bye.
I definitely think that updating on my iPad really messed around with the mic. So now I just use my laptop now because my sound was shit as well. It just all of a sudden it just went shit and there was nothing for about. Anyway, it was crap. So yeah, I think updates really mess around with Apple products.
Well, I treated myself to a brand new iPad Air, and it's a 22 model, and that's what I'm on now. And is my sound okay?
Yours is fine, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's probably just all the different models and techs and specs and stuff are just not matching up with everything.
I had a brand new up-to-date iPad in 2021. I had it about a year, and then it just started going crazy.
Yeah.
I got a microphone, and it even did that with the microphone as well. But I just had an update, and I will. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
Consistency.
yes. So we're going to get another load of some recorded content then from this creator, and
Yeah, we are.
because it was left on a cliffhanger, wasn't it? Foodie was
Yeah.
trying to persuade them. It's like she was stood at the door. I'm really gonna go and get that motel room and fuck this guy. I'm really going now. Don't stop me. Don't try and stop me. I'm really going now. I'll be not actually leaving.
I'm gonna go hump this guy that really exists. I swear he exists.
Oh my God, please don't make me late. Don't make me smoke another joint because you're going to make me late for my date with this guy. I'm going to fuck in his hotel room. I've not even booked it. So yeah, the cliffhanger is good. The cliffhanger is good. That's where we're up to.
And this is why you should always be careful of who you're around and who you keep company with. Because I have never, ever, ever in my life thought maybe I should start recording the conversations I have with my friends.
Right? Who does that?
Juicy.
It had to have been a setup from the beginning. Like, why else would she be recording the conversations?
This is
Jennifer Corvina is
convenient.
So what's the story with her? I don't. Oh, sorry. What is the story with her? Because if she was recording conversations from the beginning, what was her plan? What was the point? Like, was it all a setup?
She probably knew that this was going to turn into shit. Maybe. We don't know. She might be a mastermind. Yeah, she might be a double agent or something.
Like the rose cock lady.
She's I think if I was having intimate conversations with Nader and Didi, I'd be taping it as well.
Yeah, but why would you want to talk to her? Because the whole point was that this lady was supposed to be wanting to join, but she wanted to join the harem, right? Like that was the point.
She said
but
that.
if she was recording all the stuff from the beginning, that means that she was just acting. And wow, these people, they don't have real friends at all, do they?
No.
Like everyone is a troll.
No. Everyone's
everyone's a troll. That is crazy.
Yeah. Which, because it'd be easy to say, oh, Nader this, Nader that, Dee this, Dee that. I quite like this lifestyle. Let me get in with them. Let's see what massive tea that I could store away in my back pocket and use as an ace card later on. And she did it.
Yeah. It's just entertaining. I'd like to hear her story, why she did it. What was the point?
A spy
I don't know.
Like the characters, and now we've got this new character that comes in and it's put a plot twist onto it. Now we're like, this character development is happening. It's like a James Bond novel, but
I told you, it's all like reality TV. It's like, oh, there's a new character in this character, we need to hear her story now.
Oh, it's a branch of Secret Service. It's called the Illumafarty when it's anything to do with
the Illumafarty.
The Illumafarty. That's cute.
Or something. We don't know. Maybe we'll never know, but it's good. I wonder what Dee Dee thinks now about all this coming out. Has she said anything? Has anything been said?
Not that
He's not prancing around the kitchen and is
at least not yet. I don't think nothing has been said yet. But the night is not over with yet. So,
but see, that's the point. They're not real people. Like Dr. Ellie Carr just said that they're real people, but they're not, because if this woman who recorded these phone calls was supposed to be, someone just said that she was wanting to be the baby mama. Like they were talking about that part of her for the harem. Like
the what?
It was all an act.
The baiting mama.
The baby mama. Baby mama. Like she was gonna be the breeder.
Oh.
Yeah, but
so this was all it was all a troll. It was all a script that whoever this woman is that's releasing these phone calls created.
Yeah. It's great.
Crazy.
It's wonderful.
I'm sorry, I'm fascinated. That's absolutely fascinating.
So is he like, let's impregnate women in my harem? Is this the thinking? Oh, he's so gross. So gross.
That is
he's
gross.
disgusting. He thinks he's like a god or something.
But he's thinking that these women really want to be a part of it, right? But she was a troll the whole time. If she was recording all these calls, like she had to have been trolling. Like just playing a game, like some sort of weird.
She was working both sides.
Not even working both sides, like creating a story arc. Like that's a whole story arc creation. That's crazy.
When you're taking uppers and trips and stuff like that, you have all these crazy ideas. I can imagine, you know what I mean? So you have all these wild plans that you all make when it's 4:00 in the morning and you're all flipping babbling away like fools.
But her part of the conversation
really into Nader's. That would really turn Nader on, that wouldn't it?
But in the recordings, her part of the conversation is deleted out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did notice that. I'm like, but what are you saying in the middle to like?
Yeah. So she's.
Or what were your thoughts? Were you laughing? Were you
right?
Going, of course, that's awesome.
Because if everyone knows who she is, why is she taking her part of the conversation out?
Maybe
it's not like she has to well, whatever.
She doesn't want to give anybody tips for doing it by copying the questions that she asks. I would be cagey about how I operated as well. If this, if this, I would be.
Does she have a channel? Who's this girl that, or is this her channel? Is this bar thing hers?
Yeah, Jessica Messica did set fire to the sweater.
Yeah,
and he was not very happy about that when he found that out. That's the last thing I really saw of him. He was going, "Send it back to me." And he's going, "It can't. It's in a puff of smoke, flipping halfway."
Right, she burned it. She burned it up.
Well, that was quite good.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Yeah, Krista said it sounded like she was trying to get information out of her, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Like the whole, like the way she was telling the story, like I want to know what she was saying in between the questions she was asking, all of that. Because it sounds to me like it was all set up, like she was getting that information from the get, wanting to know all these details.
It might not have been. She might have been recording it for just for interest, and then Dee Dee started spilling her guts, and on the other side of the thing, while this girl's recording it, she might have been like there gobsmacked going, well, and what happened next, Dee Dee? Or you just tell me your story, darling, and just let it go. And she might have just, you never know, she might have been having kittens on the other end of the phone, or punching the air going, yes, we don't know yet. So
because Nader did say that he had some footage or images or pictures or something of Jennifer Corvina that he was holding out there, like, well, don't make me send those, or don't let me release those. You don't want that, do you?
What do you think they are?
Well, this is the thing. We've never seen them, have we? So maybe.
Yeah, but that's revenge porn, and that's illegal.
They're nudes. Yeah. Of course, they're nudes. Jennifer Corvina had a thing for Nader, and I'm sure she sent some breast and butt and anything else pics.
Right. She might have sent nudes,
but him threatening to release those is revenge porn, and it is a crime.
You're right.
So, he can threaten all he wants, but all it's going to do is put his ass in jail. Because there's thousands of people watching him. So,
but he will say that, though, Hot Biznatch, won't he? Because, sorry, I get your name mixed up. He will say that because he knows he's not going to do it. So he can be there puffing his chest out going, I'm going to do it, but never actually do it, because everyone is like, oh, sure, you can't do that, Nader, because it's against law, you'll get in trouble. And he's going, oh, but I would do it, if I could get away with it, blah, blah, blah. Knowing full well he's not going to do it, or he hasn't got
to jail once, I go to jail twice. You send me 3 times, I go 6.
On Sesame Street, isn't he? Oh, 1, 2.
Oh God.
He loves to double things, doesn't he? He's like, have you noticed? He likes to really
exactly. He's got 2 fat chicks. Yeah, he likes everything in doubles.
Supersized.
He loves a lot of people.
Let's get 2.
And I don't understand. That's another thing I don't understand. Like, when he gets mad with people, he likes to tell their business or dox them in some kind of way. Like, that's not cool at all.
And yet he still has people watching him.
Right.
They all are trolls. They're all playing a part, but they're all getting screwed over while being trolls. It's just craziness.
I'm surprised he's still got his channel, actually, after all this, but it's not from the want of trying.
I don't think enough people report him. I think not enough people watch, and no one cares.
Well, the one with Gary, I reported it 5 times.
What has he got to do to get removed? Because
I reported it for different reasons as well.
We just have to accept that these things are always going to be on the internet. Like, there is some sort of thing happening that they are just indestructible. They are the cockroaches. Yeah, they will never go away. Like, I swear to God, even I thought, with the OF thing, the fact that so many people reported the terms of service violation, that she'd get kicked off of there. That didn't even happen. So they are cockroaches. The Blabberus gigantus. Insanity.
Dear.
I'm gonna have to go because I have to work for a living. Unfortunately, I'm a peasant. So I'm going to go and unroll my fat curlers. I thought I'd do my best bored housewife look. This is actually
I like it.
This is
very good look.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
sip my gin, go to work drunk, tell people off, kiss a
That's
guy
right.
in toilets, you know, just live my best life.
All right,
Yeah.
Dwight Cookie, thanks for being on. I guess we should also maybe wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was on an hour ago, but it was only like 34 minutes. Whoever was asking, is she live? She was. All right, take care. Any closing thoughts, words, anybody? Curl Connections, we can maybe start with you.
Just thank you for letting me come up, and yeah, we're gonna see what else happens with this whole Dee and Nader relationship and Chantel being mad. We'll see what happens with this, because this is really finna get ugly. And Monty, I hope you're doing well.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm taking it one day at a time, but it's still fresh. It's not
Yeah,
even been 2 weeks.
I
But
understand.
but thank you though for what you sent me. I did get it
Okay,
before you sent
you're
it before
welcome.
we
No
were getting.
problem.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hot ass. Any last thoughts, words, anything?
Oh, I just am not going to be watching probably tonight because it's all going to be the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say thank you everybody for being awesome. Thank you Monty for being awesome. Sending you loves and hugs and all the positive feelings and thoughts in the world.
All right.
And
Thank you.
thank you.
All right. Natural Ginger. Last but not least.
Just I hope you're doing better, Monty. I know it's difficult, but we'll get you there, and you'll get yourself there. Thanks everybody for the paddle. It's been funny. I don't know what's going to happen tonight with her. I won't be watching because I'm usually sleeping when all the action happens. I miss out on everything. But thank you, and I'll see you again.
Have a good one, Natural Ginger. All right. Thank you, everybody. Smash that like button. Also, I have PayPal and I have Cash App, but of course, it's optional. Do what you will, what you feel like doing. And I guess I might be back later if she does a stream. I'll see if I'll do it. But the 3-4 hour streams, they're getting so tiresome. Like I was the one from a couple hours ago, nearly 4 hours. I was there
Oof.
with her. That's like half a shift.
Well, if you see her order some wine,
Yeah.
then you know to go on.
Okay.
Otherwise, if it's just
Stay away.
food, it'll be boring. But if she gets the alcohol, then it may be entertaining.
All right. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Take care,
I'm out.
Monty.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, hot ass.
Bye.